I'm Sid.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Robert.
And just for today's presentation, we ask that you guys can participate. We really need a lot of your responses in order to understand what we're doing and then to essentially get to our point. So if we could just be very vocal and just like efficient. And if you do so, you get a reward for answering a question. So, yep.
All right, let's jump in then.
All right, so first question, can someone show me how to perform a jump? Just a standard jump. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Whoa.
Very nice. Very nice. That's great. That's great.
Okay, so how would one generate more power in their jump, do you think? Go ahead, guys.
You bend lower.
Bend lower?
Deeper
Yeah,
squat, yeah.
that's one of them. Okay.
You could wind up with your arms more.
Bend lower, wind up with the arms. Okay. So what feet position do you think would allow you to have more balance in that jump? Narrow.
Floor. Maybe if you had your feet shoulder width apart, and then you'd have more balance and you bend your knees.
Okay, so we have
So good.
feet shoulder width apart. We have knees bending, driving up. Go ahead, go ahead.
Swinging your arms.
Yeah, we could do swinging the arms, loading. So we got bending in the knees. We got force and then driving, loading. And so what other component can you add to add more stability to your jump, do you feel like?
Increased core control and strength.
Yeah, core stability.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yep.
perfect. So we have knees bent, we have arms back, loading, engaging your core, and driving up. So we're gonna have Lindsay step in front, and we're just gonna reiterate step by step what you guys think she should do to generate a more powerful jump. So what's the first thing you do?
Bend your knee.
Hey,
Widen your base.
widen the stance. Is that wide enough, or do you think she should go a little bit shoulder width?
Shoulder width.
Okay,
More than
Good. Good.
there we
A little
go.
more than
Next
A
step.
little bit. Slightly.
Okay.
Hey, you're good right there. Perfect. Next up. Anyone? Yes.
She could bend her knees a little bit.
Bending in
Yes.
the knees.
That'd be good.
A little bit more than that, or is that okay?
Like we're
All the way
sitting
down.
There we go. Perfect.
All the way down?
Nice.
All the way down.
All right, then next
Hold
up.
it. Point your toes forward, not
Say like lean forward just a little bit and load your
Forward
arms.
lean into the trunk. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else?
Reach your arms back.
Arms back, loading, and a final step.
Jump.
Squat and jump.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's great. That is awesome.
Perfect.
You guys are doing fantastic. So now that we know what a good, effective jump looks like, for all my shorties out here, what do we do when we have to grab something at the top shelf? Okay. We don't have one. That's great. No, honestly, I wish I did instead of putting my feet on the counter.
Yeah.
Anything else? Like if we just didn't have anything and we have to reach something.
Jump.
Okay.
You jump and knock it.
You knock it? Okay. How about more like it's reachable, but
Oh.
yes, exactly. I was saying the answer. That's on me. So we reach. Yes.
Awesome. And then what steps do you take in order to get something off a high shelf? Yes.
You bend your calves, or like flex your calves, and then you reach.
Yeah. Okay, what about your arm positioning? Could you just kind of reach up with your face and grab it, or like do you use your arms? Yeah.
You have to reach up to fingers.
And like kind of flick your wrists a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And so when you are going to reach up to grab something off the shelf, is it easier to start with your arm at a 20-degree angle or at like a 90-degree? 20-degree or 90
Yes.
degree?
90.
90
Or like
degree.
fully
Yeah.
extended if
Yeah.
you're
No,
reaching
right,
something
90,
off the top
Perfect.
shelf.
Starting
90.
position.
That's
That's
great.
right.
90, and then you would extend up to
Yeah.
grab it, right? Yes, wonderful. Okay, so bear with us. That will all have a purpose. So now you know the most effective way to take something off the shelf. So good job, guys. We're switching gears now. Do you guys watch sports?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. What sports
for being
would
honest.
use either like a jump or reaching up to grab something?
Basketball.
Basketball!
A
plus right there. Oh, how did the balls give it away?
It could have been volleyball, it could have been football. No. So
Badminton?
yes, so basketball. Now does anybody know who Steph Curry is?
Yeah.
Heard the
Yes? No. Thank you for being honest. All right, so what is he known for?
Shooting the ball.
Shooting the ball, exactly, perfect. One might even say he might be so good at shooting because he's short and he has to reach up and grab things on the top shelf and flick that wrist. Now that we know what the idea of a good form jump looks like and a controlled 90-degree angle reach up and wrist flexion, what do you think we're doing?
Shooting basketball.
Yes. So now that we cannot go to the gym because there's a class, we will be using these women's basketballs. So for all you men that aren't used to how light it is, just again bear with us. These are indoor balls, so do your best not to like dribble them. It's okay if they hit the floor, just don't dribble them because then they lose grip and it's just not pretty. So if we can we pair up in twos? But not, yeah, super. Now, would anybody like to give us an example of what we just learned, and give us a good form shot? Just like straight up
You
in the
get
air.
Skittles.
There you go.
Just like
You got it. He's got it.
Who's gonna do it?
Okay.
Okay. Come right up here. We need everybody to see you. All right.
Let's come.
So,
Start at you.
I mean, you can, or you can go straight up.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Now, does anybody have anything that he could do better? Critique?
Based off what we just learned.
Key stuff.
Some
Great.
more reach.
Okay. Some
More
more reach.
reach.
Great.
Okay.
Anything else? I feel like he was just like. So what could he have done? Get a little bit more into it. Yeah. Give us some good form jump and shot.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
That was great. That was awesome. All right, so yeah, give it up. So now what we are going to do is in your groups, we are going to practice shooting. But before that, I am going to give you guys an example of what, hopefully, I mean, I'm not a hooper or anything, but what it should look like. And so this would be my partner. And what we're going to do is just go back and forth, and we're just going to practice that shot.
Okay, look at hers compared to mine. Okay, I'm an example of what you do not want to do.
So you saw the height of the ball. Of course, this is just a little lighter, so I think that was a little extra. But how high do you guys think that it should be when there is a hoop? There is no, I'm not looking for an exact, 45 or number answer, but just give me an estimate of what, an example. Yeah.
Just like a little bit above the hoop.
Yeah,
Goes in.
totally. A little bit above the hoop. So then if you were a hoop, just a little bit above.
Oh, nice.
And I would say just pay attention to her flick of the wrist and her release point a lot. So hers compared to mine again, mine's very,
Yes.
almost like a shot put,
Yes.
and hers is more,
So again, keeping that 90. So I'm already at 90. And then keeping it, form, bend to the knees. Up.
perfect.
And look how she arcs the ball. It isn't throwing it at the partner. It's more of an arc, like she's going into a hoop. We don't have any hoops, so just imagine there's a hoop up there that you're going into.
Exactly. And honestly, by the time if you guys ever find yourself in a pickup game or in the gym, then I think the muscle memory that we learned here is something that you can take with you. So one more example.
So bend the knees,
There you go.
there we go.
What did he do? What did he not do?
Jump.
Good. Great.
Perfect.
Good. So that was a little too high, but you get the idea of having that arc and then having that point. So
That was
perfect. All right. So we're gonna pass out some basketballs.
We're going to pass out some basketballs and then just a worksheet of showing what.
One of you. I pass it in between.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Oh.
Are you? Okay. All right. Did you get one?
ready to fall.
I'm just too good.
I just try not to figure.
How long was it before we passed out the balls? So it would have been 15 seconds.
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Oh, that was good. That's perfect. And
Ready.
whoa!
Gotta warm up a little. Neither can I.
Doesn't help that you presented it.
Paul, that
Oh.
3 must be nasty.
I think everyone got a sheet.
Perfect. Wow, look at that art. That's not
Oh,
great.
that was nice.
Yes.
You're spot up 3
It's okay. You're doing that. The only thing you need to fix
Oh.
out of that was
One more back.
Okay.
you stopped right here, and then
Okay.
you just threw it. So you follow.
Okay.
And I trust that she can catch it. Okay.
So does it is it
Hold.
good to have the ball like spin?
And
Or
poke.
do you want the ball just to like?
Yeah, no, you do want to. So that's why it's like you get
Sorry.
I think you can even line up your hands on the rims, on the or the ridges, and then what you're gonna do is the spin comes with the flick or the follow through. So then we do this.
Flexion and then.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes, you're good.
Alright, Laura, let's see your.
Still didn't get that spin.
It's okay.
So more follow through, a little bit more. It'll get out.
Oh, so you want a top spin? But like, what do you want? Like, backspin is better than the follow through.
A little bit.
Okay, alright.
There you go. I know exactly. That's why we're more sitting there. There you go.
Wonderful.
You're doing great. The fact that I'm catching you is Oh, good one. Thank you. Are we doing Hoopers? Oh, that was me.
That one.
See that? Thank you. I'm having trouble keeping it fast.
What?
I always want to like.
So maybe like start like in a squat and then learn using your body to push it and then keep your arm kind of at that 90 degrees up. That might help you get
I'm always really bad about it. Me too, dude.
so like kind of like I didn't should always wrap your body forward. Very
They go hard and everything.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah, they go hard. They just are. You guys are so good at writing.
Trying to like think of how this is gonna work.
That was good. That was my best one. That was good. Yeah, your arms stayed in the same like place. Like it wasn't back here. It started here. And so that was good.
yeah, like
I'm pretty sure that's right.
Cool. Thank you.
When I learned yesterday.
but everything
We're going.
Saddle.
That was beautiful.
Got a little spin on that one.
I usually don't.
They're really going for it. Yeah.
I think I feel like how do you guys I don't know. Just you tell me. Oh wow.
They're so good at writing. Like,
Yeah.
hold.
Yeah, I don't know exactly when. If you guys think that you got it, you can switch to your non-dominant practice.
Okay.
Do you get not so poorly?
Got it. I'm ready.
If you feel good. Yeah, then stay with your dominant hand.
Okay, this is the third question. Nice. You're improving each time.
Thank you. Okay, before I move on, I want to see a perfect 100 feet in front of you, except I want to see the top.
From what I know, like, this is also the guy,
It's like, good. That was a good spin. That was a good spin. Nice, nice. Alright. Okay. Oh, that was good spin. That was good. Yeah, great. Yeah.
Knuckleballs.
Nice. Look at that spin.
Yeah, so like, try to like
good enough for you personally? Yeah, we're kind of
Just focus on that spit.
If it's gonna make it
That's what gets it in.
all in the There you go.
Wait, Jeff.
No, I'm not very good
Okay,
with
there you go.
accents. So I'm
Now put it all together.
Oh, one here.
You got it.
I'm a dad. Go play. Come on, Dad. Come on. I played in my youth.
Are you right-handed?
Are you getting your non-dominant hand instead of a dominant hand?
Not quite.
Okay, awesome.
I know, that was I was like,
I apologize. I thought that was gonna be a real good one. Wow.
I might drop
see
baseball.
him and pick him.
I think it's more important.
I'm really good at lightning.
As long as you're middle.
This indoor ball. The technique. Can I make a message? Sure. Is it gonna look good?
I'm right-handed.
It's all about pumping.
How are you guys doing?
I'm still feeling a little stressed, but
That's really good.
There you go. That was the best.
That's good job, Skittle.
oh my god, thank you.
Oh!
Work on my butt shot.
That's so good.
That is just so ugly. I don't know why. It's not good.
So we're, I can literally hit my tooth, but I cannot do it. Put those in.
I just wanted to check my time with you. I'm at like, I started this like a minute late.
17.
I thought you were like,
Yeah.
I think I'm over.
I think you are too. You like, you gotta be more
Let it go at the peak of your jump. It's gonna stay all
I was definitely before this to shoot a
You're either
basketball
over
ball,
or under.
but now I'm like,
I always overthink things.
Look behind
Oh.
just from that way.
Oh, nice.
I am speed.
Real bad.
Okay.
That's pretty good. All right, each partner take your last shot.
Oh my god.
You can redo that.
Go ahead, Lexi. Go ahead.
Take each of your last shots, and then Robert, you're
Now
gonna
what's gonna
gather all the balls. Once you've done that, you can gather all the balls and put them over here.
Oh! The best one yet.
Yes.
Nice finish. Crescendo. Way to go, Anna.
And get a piece of paper from Robert. Thank you.
Sorry, Kyle.
You did me bad there.
And then make sure you're getting a piece of paper from Robert.
22.
Alright, wonderful. Awesome.
You guys are killing it.
There we are. Okay, there we go.
All right. Yeah, if we could actually just take scoots in, we won't
Stay with us for
bite.
2
We
more
won't.
minutes.
Yes, so we could just like be
Can you guys
together.
scoot in?
Because this is our team, guys. This is our basketball team. This is our classroom team. All right. So now we're just gonna talk about our learning style. So what is guided discovery, you might ask? As you can see that we actually are just now handing out your forms, because if we handed it to you, then you would already know what we were presenting and what we were trying to teach you guys how to do. So the guided discovery is the logical and sequential design of questions that leads to a person to discover their predetermined response. So like I said, we didn't want to tell you guys what it was, and you guys essentially know the answer, but we just are guiding you guys to figure it out via Q&A. So that's how we were able to get that response. So us, as the teachers, is we chose a topic, and we focused in on how can we break this down step by step, but allow you guys to figure it out and see what we were doing. And honestly, you can put jumps and that wrist movement into most sports athletics, like indoor, outdoor. But I think obviously you guys did a good job with a couple of hints and just some cues to kind of figure out what we were aiming for. So yeah, like I said, it was more of a Q&A style and allowing you guys to kind of bounce off each other and figure it out. So.
Awesome. And so to break it down even further, there's 3 phases. There's the post-impact, there's the impact, and then there's a pre-impact, post-impact, and then I am so sorry, I keep messing up. The pre-impact, impact, and post-impact phases. So in the pre-impact phase, the teacher makes all of the decisions, and we make all of the subject matter for you, and we create the questions to kind of guide you through this learning. In the impact phase, you learn, you make the decisions in your learning, and we just kind of are going off of what you are saying to kind of guide you towards that desired curriculum that you want to, that we want you to get out of it. And the post-impact stage is just affirming that you all got to that conclusion, and we're all on the same page, and you guys actually learned the curriculum.
All right, and so now I'm going to talk about the role of the teacher as well as the rules of the teacher. They go kind of hand in hand with each other. So the first role of the teacher is to provide a series of questions that lead you, the students, into small baby discovery steps. And the role that correlates with that is I'm not allowed to tell you guys the answer. You guys kind of have to figure it out on your own. That's why in the beginning, we're going over very basic questions, how to jump. What should I do with my arms? What should I do with my legs, with my knees, with my core? I can't give you guys the answer. You guys have to give me the answer. And as long as I'm giving you guys periodic feedback, I can't leave you guys hanging, That's why if you guys get the answer kind of wrong, you have to kind of push you guys in the right direction so you guys know exactly what I'm looking for. And it's important for the teacher to acknowledge, like I said, that you guys are achieving what I want you guys to achieve. And that goes hand in hand with offering frequent feedback as well as letting you know you're heading in the right direction. And then when it comes to the role of the learner, it's very simple. It's you guys have to listen to my questions and my cues as well as discover the answer for each sequence. So you guys being the learner, you guys can only go as far as I could physically and verbally push you. So as long as we're on the same step, as long as I'm open and accepting of your guys' answers, we should be heading in the right direction.
Right, and just some style-specific comments. I mean, this is essentially just trying to help you guys, and if you think about it in like the real world for teachers, when you guys teach something and when you guys figure out something, you remember it a lot more, just because you are basically giving yourself the answer by targeting like what we're questioning. So yeah.
Yeah, and just to wrap it up, we just want to reiterate that this style, we ask you questions and you respond, and you start to learn by your own answers, and eventually you get to our desired topic that we wanted to learn. And so we hope that you did that doing basketball today, and I hope you enjoyed our presentation. Do you guys have any questions?
Any questions, comments?
Let's go up top to take those.
Okay, perfect.